the red-nosed reindeer has escaped from the North Pole with the help of the North Pole Liberation Army. However, Santa and his private army have tracked them down to a cave and surrounded them. The soldiers know that they must send one person to help Rudolph escape, while the others stay back and buy them some time. To decide which one of them goes, Rudolph suggests they play the Josephus Game.
Hi, I'm Kate Archer, and this is my video for the Josephus Game. It combines the classic game of musical chairs with a famous computer science problem known as the Josephus problem. To play this game, you need 8 players, or between 5 and 30 players. For this game, I'm going to use army men, since they're easier to move around than real people. But you need, for this game, there will be 8 people. And then you'll also need placemats. In the actual game, this is what they'll look like. You'll need 1 placemat for every person. Every person will have a placemat to stand on or to stand in front of, and they'll maneuver around these placemats, as I'll show later. For my version of for this demonstration, I'm going to use these placemats, which are a little bit smaller for a little bit smaller players, and this will determine, and I'll have different placemats or different circles when players are eliminated. The last thing you need is a card or something to write on. This will be used by the Josephus of the game, or the leader of the game, to decide what the value of K is for the game, which I'll explain what that means. For this game, K is going to be equal to 2. So now we'll go over here where I have set up my 8 players around this in front of their placemats. At the beginning of the game, the players will all start out in front of a placemat. It doesn't matter which placemat they start at, but each player will have 1 placemat. And then also at the beginning, the person who has been deemed the leader of the game, which again will be me, will decide a value for K. This value will determine how many players are eliminated every round. Like I said before, K will equal 2 for this game. Okay, so now once everyone's in position, the players once Josephus starts playing music, they'll start walking around the placemats. So we'll get Rudolph to help us play music, and they'll start going. Once the music stops, all the players will stop in front of the placemat that they were in front of. So, for example, if they're between placemats, they'll go to the nearest one with no one on it. So again, for this game, K equals 2. So that means we eliminate every second player. And you start from the start position, so 1, 2, this player is eliminated. 1, 2, this player is eliminated. And 1, 2, this player is eliminated. So once all the players have been eliminated, we'll change out the placemats and make it a tighter circle with the remaining players. Okay, so I've switched out the placemat to make up for the smaller amount of players. Now we have 5 positions instead of 8. Also, I switched out our Rudolph since the last one messed up the last shot. So we're just going to repeat the process. The players are in front of their placemats, and the eliminated placemats have been removed. So now we'll repeat. Rudolph 2 will start playing music, and we'll start spinning the players around. Okay?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Sing it, Grandpa! Grandma got run over by
Okay, so the music has stopped, so all the players must stop, and they'll go to the closest placemat. Okay, so again, for this game, K equals 2, so we're eliminating every second player. So starting at start, 1, 2, that player is removed, 1, 2, that player is removed. So now we only have 3 remaining players, and so like I did before, I'll switch out the placemats and then we'll come back and finish the game. Okay, so we're back. I've switched out the placemats and removed the 2 players that were eliminated. So now we have 3 placemats remaining and 3 players remaining. So again, Josephus will start the music and the players will start going around, and then we'll eliminate another player.
Rainbow got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa.
Okay, so again, we'll remove every second player since I selected 2 as the value for K. So starting at the start position, we'll go 1, 2, and eliminate this player. So now there are 2 players remaining, so we'll switch the placemats out again and play the final round of the Josephus Game. Okay, we're back, and I've switched out the placemat to the final placemat with only 2 positions, and we've switched out Rudolph 2 to Rudolph 3 since Rudolph 2's batteries went out. Okay, so this game it's obvious who's going to win. There's only 2 players left. So this is when the game, when you're playing with real people, it takes on a essence of strategy in that you know which player is going to be eliminated. So you can run faster around the placemats to get to the position that's safe. And if you figure it out earlier on in the game, say when there are 5 or 8 players playing, you can decide, you can use that strategy earlier on. But when there's only 2 players remaining, it's going to be really obvious who's going to be eliminated. So now that that's been said, let's go to the placemat and we'll see the final round. Again, the music will start once the music starts, the players will start going around the placemats.
Merry Christmas from Chiron Beta Prime, where we're working in a mine for our robot overlords. Did I say overlords? I meant protectors. Merry Christmas from Chiron Beta Prime.
Okay, so now that they've stopped, the music has stopped, and we'll eliminate the players. So K equals 2, so starting at the start, 1, and it comes back to the start position, 2. So this player is eliminated, meaning that our winner is this Iron Man, who will help Rudolph 3 escape. Thank you. This has been my demonstration of the Josephus